Hello my fellow noobs. Another day, another array method to cover. Today it is going to be a method that helps to put things together. Introducing the Concat method. The purpose of the Concat method is to merge two or more arrays. It needs to be mentioned that the merged array is a completely new array. The existing arrays are not changed. Let's see the basic example first. As we can see, when you call a concat method on an instance of an array, you need to pass another array as an argument. The result is then a new array returned as a result of this method. Keep in mind that it matters which array is used for calling the method and which one is passed as argument. The logic of the method copies the elements of the array that is used for invoking the concat method, and it then appends values copied from the array passed as argument at the end of our newly created array. The method itself is quite flexible because it can handle both arrays, individual elements and their combinations as valid arguments. Let's see what I mean by that in the second example. The arguments in the first example are two individual elements. As we can see in the result, they have been pushed to the end of the newly created array as we expected. The second example leverages multiple arrays in the argument list. Again, in the order they have been added, their respective content was appended at the end of the newly created array. Lastly, in the third invocation of the concat method, we combine individual elements with arrays. Once again, the contents of the newly created array contain these elements in the order they have been provided in the argument list. The concat method works also with nested arrays, which we will demonstrate in the following example. Also, it can handle empty values, which are the case in sparse arrays. Let's see it in action. The nested values are copied as they existed in the original array. No information is lost during the concatenation process. It does not really matter whether empty values are nested or not, the concat method copies it as it sees it. The last example we will cover today will show how to use concat method with objects that are looking like arrays but are not quite arrays. One important note here is that on top of length property and numerical properties with values, we will also require a certain new value to be set, in order for the concatenation to work as expected. But no worries, we will show you both ways and you can decide which one is more useful for you. In the first case, the concat method considers the provided argument as an individual value that needs to be added to a newly created array at the end. And that is exactly what happens. On the other hand, once the array-like object has its property symbol.isConcat_spreadable set to true, all the conditions to treat this object like any other array are met, and therefore the concat method treats it as such, resulting in elements from object being added as if they were in an array. That was it for today. As always, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope to see you soon in the next methods video.